for research, for education purpose, why is it important or significant for a brand like Mega Prime to be globally recognized by MWA? And is Mega Prime also gearing to get other certifications other than MWA?
Okay, the MWA has a purpose, which is to educate the world on good wellness habits, and that is in a million ways. There's certification programs for fitness instructors, like making sure they know what they're doing. I mean, I can go to a gym and the fitness instructor's like this. You're working out, and laughing on WhatsApp. I mean, there's a professionalism. You have someone's health in your hands, you should be professional. So there's all these different programs that MWA does and commissions research. Now, one of the things they do to help consumers fight through all the noise is they will give professional recommendation, professional endorsement of brands based upon the profile, and they ask for the data. So there are brands out there, there's the, Pampers used to have it on Pampers diapers because they look at all the data, they look at the clinical studies, they say Pampers is superior for baby skin health than another diaper. So when you get it, and they asked for it on sardines, and MWA didn't know who Mega was. They came to the MWA and asked, and after all the research, and it took about 6 months? It was 6 months of back and forth before the recognition was given. That helps Mega. Now I can tell you that I've been in meetings with Mega and another country, like let's take Azerbaijan, where there's a distributor. And so here's how the conversation goes. We're Mega Sardines, we have sardines. The distributor goes, I've got sardines. And they say, we're from the Philippines. And they say, that's nice, but we're buying our sardines from Russia. We don't really see Russian sardine, Philippine, we don't know enough about sardines. Then they say, but we're the only brand in the world to be recognized by a medical body called the MWA. And suddenly the guy's eyes perk up and he's like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't know that you could have such a thing. And then the whole myth of a sardine is a sardine is a sardine starts to break down. And then they say, you know what? I've got 3 brands of sardines already, but I think I need Mega in there as well. So what it does is it's a door opener. I can guarantee you, having been in some of the meetings, because they will ask for a medical wellness representative to truly claim that this statement is true, superfood is true. You see the change because they've got sardines. Every store in the world has sardines in it. That's not new. And the Philippine sardine brand is great, but the Portuguese or the Spanish will say, well, our sort of sardines are really good too. So what it is it's a differentiator. It's suddenly that mark of approval.
I'm Latvia. It's very personal. So it's New Year. So most of the Filipino want is reset to stay healthy. Again, okay, so since this is superfood, sardines, do you recommend any preparation to stay healthy? Like any recipe that I can order for a week challenge to stay healthy?
I'm not, there's no one on this planet who would accuse me of being a good chef. Okay, but I'll give you an interesting thing. Since I started working on this project, my household has become quite a sardine household. And to seek variety, my wife has looked at different options. And it's not perfect, but I want to give you an example. You still have to live in life, even though I can tell you watch your carbohydrates, but you still have to live too. I mean, you can't say, okay, for the rest of my life, I'm just going to eat sardines, olive oil, and and lean beef. I mean, and it's okay. I mean, I adore a hallow, but you can't. I have like 2 a year. It's not like I know people that have 2 a day. And, that's the problem. It's that. So here's one of the recipes that we'll have a Mexican night in my house, and it will have spinach wraps, not flour wraps. It'll be spinach wraps, and there'll also be a corn shell for the taco. We take out some of the unhealthier meats and do sardine tacos. The kids love it. And that's now, is it a perfect meal? A sardine taco? It's not perfect. It's still got a corn-based shell, so it's got that carbohydrate in it. But putting in there lettuce, tomato, chives, onions, and sardines, the balance of that taco is outstanding for human health. So I think we have to get creative, and we have to look at things. What people do is they just eat them plain, or they throw them in a salad, or they make a sandwich. We got to get a little bit more creative. I mean, and maybe we should try a sardine halo
But for those who want to get recipes, you can follow Mega Sardines on
we do have a
TikTok.
lot of recipes.
And you have a whole website that has a lot of our
But
recipes.
I think a lot of us in the Philippines really cook our sardines with, I think, stock.
Yes, red
You know why?
onion.
You know why? I never eat my I always eat my sardines plainly because I'm a simple eater. I just eat it with rice, and I always eat it straight from the can. I don't even heat it up. You know why ginigisa ang sardinas? Because before, the sardines that were being sold, even now are other brands, malansa. Mega, you don't need to gisa. Gisa is when you saute it so that the fishiness taste goes out. With Mega, you won't have that fishiness taste, so you don't even need to cook it with anything else. So that's how I eat my sardines almost every week.
For the kids, so you have to make
Of course, of course.
Based on our experience,
Pizza, pasta.
We've made nuggets.
Yeah,
but
nuggets,
yes,
meatballs.
we have a whole lot of recipes
Yeah.
in our Facebook account and also in
I have videos on my phone of my 9-month-old in a high chair holding a Mega Sardine, because we did baby-led weaning. We let the kids start eating. He'll take a whole sardine in his hand and take
Wow.
it's a bit rough. He doesn't have that coordination. And there's sardine particulate all over. But I've got videos, and they love it, and it's right out of the can. Now we're digging out the bigger pieces that he can grasp. But we just open a can and go.
And you know that the smaller the sardine is, the tastier it is. That's why here in the Philippines we have relatively small size sardines. That's why ours is tastier. If you go to like other countries, Russia, Morocco, their sardines are like huge. So that's why it's also a bit drier, and that's why hopefully ours is more preferred.